Hey again guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Nizzle from Nizzle HQ. Today is going to be part 2 of a series of Endgame guides for Lost Ark. Look, I'm a pretty new streamer and content creator, that's why the lighting's bad because I haven't set up the lighting yet. But look, appreciate any love, any support you can give. Just hit the subscribe, I think it's on this side. Hit the subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can hear about when I put up new content. I'm going to be putting up a few of these guides to help you make an informed decision about if this is a game that you want to play, now that a release date for the West is set. Yeah, listen, I stream as well, so come find me on Twitch, Nizzle HQ. You can also follow my channel, as I said, on YouTube. What else? Oh, if you didn't see my first video, this is part 2. If you didn't see the first video, the link will be in the description, as well as will be links to my Twitch channel. Anyway guys, enjoy the video. I'll see you next week for part 3. Peace! Alrighty, today we are talking about the Guardian raids. In the Russian version they're called Guardian Subjugation. Same format that the last video followed. I'm going to talk about where is it, how it's unlocked, what's the point of it, how progression works within it, how many players it's for, how many times per day per character can you run it, and then I'm going to get in and show you some gameplay. So where is it? So I'm in the town in Payton, which is called Kalazar, and it's over here. So it's these two red boards here. The one we want is Guardian Raid over here. So we're going to head straight there, and it's this board here. So this is the Guardian Raid board. It's the red banner that is in town. Okay, how it's unlocked? It's unlocked when you hit 50, just the same as Chaos Dungeons. When you hit 50, there'll be a quest in your log. That is a purple quest, so when you'll hit 50 you'll get these trading quests in here, and there'll be a whole bunch when you hit 50, and you're at Burn City. You've got to be in Burn, or at least be up to Burn. Yeah, you get a whole bunch in here and they'll be titled Guide, and then there'll be a name like Guardian or something like that, and then pretty much all you need to do is you'll need to go to it. There'll be a yellow thing on the ground, you stand in that and it completes. And then it's unlocked, and then there'll be a follow-up quest to that where you've actually got to complete it, and that's how you unlock it. Burn City and level 50. What's the point of it? What is the point of a Guardian raid? A few things. The jewellery is one that you get. So remember in the Chaos Dungeon video I talked about how the left-hand side is your gear score, and you get that from the Chaos Dungeon. The Guardian Raid is mostly your right-hand side. There are other ways to get your jewellery, but the Guardian Raid is one way to get that. Then you get the crafting mats, as you can see here. You get these Fetronites. Fetronites are just another piece of gear on your right-hand side. It's another jewellery in essence. It's like a rock. I don't know, he's got it in his pocket or something. I don't know. But that's just another thing. I'll talk about that in another video. You get a card. The card system I will talk about in another video, but these last 3 things here are the important things. So I am in the lower level 1 at the moment, so let's have a look at tier 3. So you can see we are getting a little bit more gear. We are getting the tier 2 rares, we're getting the epic 340 gear, which if you consider that it's an 802 gear score to get in, and you're getting 340 gear, not very good, but you're getting at least rare tier 2 gear in the tier 3s, right? So these here, I will talk about these, but these are the important reason. This is the reason you're going to do it, is for the class seal books. You'll get 2 of them, or a chance to get 2 of them, and you'll get the runes. These are endgame systems. There's a lot of endgame systems in this game. These are endgame systems. So these 3 things here, in my opinion, are the main reason that you'll be doing your Guardian raids. Okay. How progression works, very, very similar to Chaos Dungeons, except slightly separated, because the Chaos Dungeon is directly linked to gear and how you get your gear and how you level up your gear, whereas these still do have the gear locks on them. They still do have the they don't have the quest locks on them, But what they do have is, as you can see here with my tier 3, is I can't do tier 3, even though I've got the gear score for it. I'm now 917. I still can't do this because you need to actually complete all of the Guardians in the tier before you can do the before you can do the next tier when you meet the gear score. So I need to do this Thytalos. Now it's a tough boss. I've been in there a few times, and people just keep dying. So you only get three lives, and yeah, my groups keep failing, and I can't solo it. It's too hard to solo. Which is one thing about these is the earlier ones you definitely can solo, but the thing is that they're big bosses and they stun a lot. So there's a lot of CC going on. So it's really annoying to fight them, but you can solo the early ones, not the ones later on. So yes, that's how progression works, is you kill all 4, then you can go to tier 2. When you've got the gear score to fight them, you have to have killed all 4 in the previous tier before you can start on the tier forward. So you can see I can do all 3 from tier 3. I've got a gear score to do all of them from tier 3, but I can't because I haven't beaten Thytalos yet. And then I can actually do the first one in tier 4, but I can't do tier 4 until I've beaten all 3 in tier 3. So that's how progression works. How many people? Again, if you see down here, it is 1 to 4 players as well. I would recommend doing the later ones with a group. Because yeah, the earlier ones you can definitely solo, but the later ones I would do them with a group. Just going to move myself over a little bit here, because I want to show you this. So down here is very important. So you can see rebirths are 3, right? Now, if you go enter, you'll be entering it by yourself. So a thing will pop up, right? And you can enter it by yourself. You can do Guardian Soul Harvest. This will use an extra bonus. You can untick that or tick it if you want to go for an extra bonus. I'm just going to decline that. Okay. Matching is like the auto matching. Wouldn't recommend that. It's very rare to find a group. What I do is I go to the search, and it'll bring up this secondary window here. And then everything that's listed under tier 2 will be here, and it's normally listed by the Guardian name. So if we go tier 3, nothing, tier 4, here we go, Helgia of Cold, which is this one here. Okay, I can't go search because I haven't unlocked it. So as you can see in tier 4, someone is listing this. It's got 1 of 4 members, and then you would hit on that, and you would hit apply. And then, see there's 2 people applying. And then he would accept them or deny them because he's the party leader. And then in tier 5, there's a few people doing tier 5 raids. So you'd go in here and you'd look and you'd go say, right, so I come in here all the time and I check, is there a Thytalos group growing? Is there a Thytalos group growing? Is there a Thytalos group growing? If there's not and you want to start your own, you just go party recruitment registration. You enter a title. I normally just put +++. Then it'll automatically default to what you had clicked, which is Guardian Raids tier 2, and then optional, you can choose 1 of 4. So you can form a group, and then you do that, and you go register, and it'll take you to this screen, and then people will apply, and you'll now appear in that list, because that's exactly what people do. Right, so that's how to get groups with this content, and I do recommend, as I said, doing the later ones of these in a group. Okay, so 1 to 4 people. How many times per day per character? Just like the Chaos Dungeons, you can do 2 per day. You'll see up here, you can do 2. 1 and then 2. Alright? Very, very simple. Just exactly the same as Chaos Dungeons. 2 per day. And that is per character, remember? So you can do, 2 per day per character. That just about sums it up for the Guardian raids. It is quite important to make sure you're doing your 2 every day. Again, if you don't do the 2, you'll get the bonuses here, which accumulate, and then you can use them for bonus Guardian souls. There is a weekly for the Guardian souls, but I will get into the opponent stuff in another video. Anyway, for now that's the video, guys. Hope that helped. Drop any comments, suggestions, feedback in the comment section, and enjoy the gameplay. Thanks. Hey there, guys. Just before we do get into the gameplay, I did this last video as well, so I'll add it to my my spiel at the start. I definitely need to make sure that I mention this before we get into the gameplay. But just before we start, I just want to explain to you what exactly the mechanics are of a Guardian raid. Essentially, it's your party, 1 to 4 people versus one boss. Okay, there's a giant arena, and you need to find the boss first. You find the boss by having these things here, which are called signal flares. I know my inventory is a mess at the moment. I'm just cleaning out all my storage and stuff. But you take a signal flare in. As you can see, they're down here on my bar at number 4. And you fire off a signal flare, and it shows you the exact location, because you've got a 15-minute or sometimes a 20-minute timer to kill the boss. Okay, so these signal flares are really important to take in with you. It's, as I said, it's your team, so whether it's 1, 2, 3 or 4 people versus one boss. There are some trash packs, but you just ignore them. You run to the boss, you fight it. It's big, it can disappear and go to another zone, so you'll need to use another flare. If you go to it, you find it just marks, similar to this red symbol up here, like it marks something similar to that on the map, on the arena, the boss arena where you're fighting it. And you run there and you fight it with your team. Now the 3 rebirths are per team, not per person. So yeah, so be warned that if 3 people die and respawn, that's it for your respawns. So a group of 4 technically has 7 lives total. If there are seven deaths, then the run is over, essentially. But yeah, anyway, back here. Sorry to keep it from the gameplay, guys. Enjoy. Peace.